and explain sleep cycles. So very quickly, I am the author of this best-selling book, Save Our Sleep. I currently live in Australia, but I'm Irish, and I am one of the best-known people in Australia for infant sleep. And I've been asked to come on and talk to you about sleep cycles. People are very confused about sleep cycles. So here we go. Sleep cycles in infants. When babies are born, they don't sleep in sleep cycles. Adults sleep in sleep cycles. Babies do not. For the first 8 weeks of life, babies do not sleep in sleep cycles. Of course, 8 weeks depends on whether they were born at 40 weeks, 38 weeks, or 42 weeks gestation. But the average age that a baby starts sleeping in daytime sleep cycles is 8 weeks. So, babies can be rocked, fed, patted to sleep for the first 8 weeks of life, and they do not wake up after one sleep cycle. In fact, newborns pretty much sleep 24/7. But what happens is at 8 weeks old, a baby's body temperature drops, and then the baby gets cold while they're asleep. And also, when they wake between sleep cycles, which is a new thing at 8 weeks, they wake up and cannot get back to sleep. And people call this catnapping. So what is the difference between a nap and a sleep with a baby? A nap is when a baby sleeps for 40 minutes or more. 40 minutes or less. A nap is when a baby sleeps for 40 minutes or less. So as an adult, you might have a nap. Some offices like Google believe that their workers should have a nap during the day for 20 minutes or less. With a baby, a nap of 40 minutes, they can wake up, be wide awake after the nap, fully charged and able to continue with their day, but they haven't reached the brain development and the important growth sleep that they need. They get this on the second and third sleep cycle. So 40 minutes is one sleep cycle, 80 minutes is 2 sleep cycles, and then 2 hours is 3 sleep cycles. You really want a baby between 8 weeks and 4 months to be having 3 sleep cycles twice a day. So 2 2-hour sleeps twice a day. Now what happens is a baby doesn't start sleeping in nighttime sleep cycles until they are 6, 7, or 8 months. So you might have a baby who is having naps during the day but sleeping 12 hours straight at night, and you think you've got the perfect baby. But when your baby hits 6 months and starts sleeping in nighttime sleep cycles, they will start waking up at night between sleep cycles and be unable to get back to sleep. So let's say you had a baby who you put to bed at 7 o'clock at night and they slept till 7 o'clock in the morning. If they did not know how to get from one sleep cycle to the other, they're going to go to bed at 7 o'clock at night from young baby through till about 6.5, 7 months old. But at 6.5 or 7 months old, they will start sleeping in nighttime sleep cycles. And then what will happen is they're going to wake up between the sleep cycles. The first sleep cycle a child gets is normally 9 o'clock at night if they go to bed at 7. On the odd occasion, it could be the 5 a.m. sleep cycle, but most of the time it's 9 p.m. at night if they go to bed at 7. So if you have given them a dummy to suck on, or you've rocked them, or you've fed them to sleep at 7 o'clock at night, at 9 o'clock at night, when they wake up between sleep cycles, if they are still sucking in the dummy, or if they are still getting rocked, or if they're still the way they were when they fell asleep, so the last thing they're thinking of when they fell asleep, if that is exactly the same when they wake at the 9 o'clock time after the one sleep cycle, because at night time it's like a 2-hour block and then they wake up between sleep cycles. Daytime it's 40 minutes, okay? They're going to wake up and go, oh, something's different. I can't get back to sleep. That is why you need to teach your child to self-settle, to put themselves to sleep. Self-settling means putting themselves to sleep. So at about 6 or 7 months, they get the first sleep cycle. Then 6 weeks later, they get the second sleep cycle. So the first one might be 9, the second one might be 11. Then a couple of weeks later, they get another sleep cycle, which might be 5 in the morning. By 14 months old, if your child does not know how to get from one sleep cycle to the next, they will go to bed at 7 o'clock, they will wake at 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then they get up for the day at 5 o'clock. Why do they get up for the day at 5 a.m.? This is because in the ideal world, you want them to sleep from 7 to 7. Some children get up at 5 a.m. because even if they know how to put themselves to sleep, if you put them to bed at 7 o'clock at night and they slept 2 hours, woke, 2 hours, woke, 2 hours, woke, when they wake at 5 a.m., everything looks the same and feels the same and they go back to sleep. But if you put that same child to bed at 7:45 at night, the 5 a.m. wake becomes 5:45, and when they wake at 5:45, they go, oh, the birds are singing, it's light outside, I'm awake, and they can't get back to sleep. That is why the 7 p.m. bedtime is so important. Anyway, there's my few minutes on sleep cycles. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a look at my book, saveoursleep.com. You can get it on Amazon. You can get an audiobook. I can't stand the audiobook. I think I talk too slowly, but other people love it. How I came about was because my baby brother Richard passed away of SIDS when I was 7 years old, and I have made it my point to help every other baby out there live and avoid SIDS. I believe in extended back sleeping, so I have safe bedding for all my clients, readers and friends. We do extended back sleeping and our babies sleep on their back. Most people find on the Save Our Sleep program that their newborn sleeps through the night from 8 weeks. Harl said, read your book, please. So I think he's saying that to other people who are listening. So anyway, that's it. If you like what you're hearing, please remember to subscribe and look at my other lives. I've got Instagram lives. I've got lots of YouTube videos. And I am going to keep coming on this YouTube channel to help you out. If you have any questions, pop them up and I will answer them in my next YouTube live. Thank you all for listening. Have a great Friday. Bye.